and light show has brought us to the main event of the evening here in Titletown, and what a game we have in store. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Rice Owls, taking on last year's national champion, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Rice ready to kick it off and get this game started. Let's see what he can do with the return. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Mack. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. New set of downs after the completion. To the ground with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Using his legs, it's Riley. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Hale. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. The give to the back. Fighting off the defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. They're going to ride this running back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run play action. It's complete to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to throw, it's Mack. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bama!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Rice Owls offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. to the left. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quarterback keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Tide crowd, rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Back to throw, it's Mack. Sets up the screen. Got room at the 35. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play has this offense in business. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Adams. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Gonna look downfield again. Snagged in the middle. It's Riley. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Makes the grab. Makes one man miss. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Snaps it in the shotgun. Big guy smells it. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And after that 1st down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. On the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. All they need is 1 yard, and they've got nothing on the last play. Here's 3rd down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Boston College stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Chestnut Hill. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give on the option. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a 3rd down conversion to avoid punt. That's reeled in. It's Porter. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the 1st down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Bill.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
From the 30-yard line on first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll go with a direct snap. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. To the air, it's Mack. Spits it out to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Hill. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if
Touchdown, Alabama! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him to him out to the 20. Here on third down. Trying play action. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in the ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This is just what they wanted. A quick start, a 17-0 lead, and now they have the ball back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to throw, it's Mack. Catch in the middle, it's Green. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Alabama with a fresh set of downs to open the period. The running back has it. Turning it on. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'll run it from the gun.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Trying to barge in. Touchdown time! And they take it in for 6 more points. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hardy. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes that Alabama offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
This time on target. Oh, look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Running back searching for a hole. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Got him downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And the Owls look to keep this drive humming.
First and goal, Rice.
He'll set up to throw. Rushes on him. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Owls.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Lining up for the PAT. The extra point is good, but the lead is still big, down 31-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Houston came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks at H-Town had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. That's caught. It's Edwards. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Goes to the option. Now the toss. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. And he'll be brought down. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hale. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Dropping back. It's Mack. A little screen to the running back. Breaks into the open. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Grabbed behind the line. It's Riley. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. 2nd and goal for this offense. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Bama! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
The big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys, who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Hardy. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Look out, he's got room. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the...
Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for a crease. It's Green. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's going to throw deep right side. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Good enough for a first down.
He'll keep it himself. There he goes. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Owls can really attack on this second and short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. He'll pull it on the read. They make the tackle at the 22. We'll give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Bettis. Touchdown, Rice. A great catch and run for 6.
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
They'll try to tack one more on their score.
For the extra point.
Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Mack. Got his man. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. At the 35, he's open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Right back to the well. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. The lone back's got it. Turning it on. Got enough for the first down. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Alabama! Once he got some room, it was over.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
14.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They go to the draw. Jukes his way for more. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hardy. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. That last completion sets him up on second down. He's in open space downfield. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Setting up the screen. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Dropping back, it's Mack. It's complete to the right.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Looking left. Wide open downfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Split backs here. Motion from the back. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown time!
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. South Carolina was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Gamecocks performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The give to the tailback. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Line is set on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Mack. Quickly complete. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. Here's the give off the left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Grab behind the line. It's Adams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
3rd down coming up.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Hale. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. Last completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Leaves it with the running back. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Mack. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Getting set for the point after.
For the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A 69-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Fullback's got it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
And the Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, Don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Now the play fake. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, they'll just find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. At the 40, there he goes. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The play action fake. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. To the air, it's Worthy. Here's the pressure. Snags it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Trying to surge it in. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. They'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside. Disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to set up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. The give to the back. And he's still running after the move. Fumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. The Owls lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down.
And, David, on third and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wide receiver going in motion. This quarterback part of their running game. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Wants to pass it. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Defense was not fooled for a second, and it'll bring up fourth down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Books it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. And they're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Turns it on in midfield. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. Off play action on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Edwards. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Let's see what they've got on second down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You've really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one.
68, Rice, 14.
He'll keep it himself. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They'll go to the ground. Across the 45. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
And the Owls in a good spot here with second and short. Off the play fake. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll move the wide receiver. He leaves it with his back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. It'll be third and long. A designed run for the quarterback. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on third down. They boot it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Good enough for a first down.
Now he's looking to throw it. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
That's a first down for the offense.
He'll pull it on the read. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Looking for space. It's screen. There he goes. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Snags a quick pass on the left. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Hampton. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.